Good morning. Today's Friday. Yay. It's February the 8th, 2013. Here are your TOPS announcements. Next week is a 3-day week. 3-day week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are school days, and the rest of the week we all have off, including your teachers and me and Lindsay, everybody else. So, make sure that you take advantage of that, get your work done early, and have a nice short week, and get some rest. Sharpen the saw, as they say. It's Friday. So where are you with your work? Are you almost finished? Are you totally finished? Do you have a lot to do? Because right now, you should be, if you make a schedule to work 5 days, you should be finishing up everything today. If that's not where you are, then I would put in an extra long day today so you can have a weekend. So, what if you don't know? Well, I don't know. Go to our home page, go to the very front page, look on the left side, and at the bottom of that long list of things, there's something called What is Due. You can click on that and find out what's due this week in every one of your classes. Or, you could just log into all of your classes and click on Latest News in the upper right hand corner and see what's due for this week, and you click the More link and it will show you the whole thing. Or, you could check your email, because when your teachers do that What is Due, it should be emailing that to you. Many ways to find out what's due this week. Nobody should ever be confused about that. It is Black History Month, and so I wanted to take today to talk about one of my favorite figures in American history, and that is Malcolm X. And two really big lessons that we can learn from Malcolm X. First of all, Malcolm X grew up in New York, in sort of a bad part of town. He was kind of a hustler, was into drugs and that sort of thing. He ends up getting caught and going to prison. Okay. When he was in prison, he met a guy, and that guy basically taught him the teachings of Islam, which changed Malcolm X's life because he'd never had anything like that in it. And he totally changed his ways. Cleaned up, became once he got out of jail, became a good member of society. And then he became a leader, a civil rights leader. Part of him being a civil rights leader at the very beginning is that he was really big on segregation between blacks and whites. He thought, black people ought to have their own community, have their own businesses, and just totally separate themselves from white society in America, because that's where, all the problems had come from to that point. But he, when he went to Mecca on his pilgrimage, he found out that if united under the same sort of spiritual purpose, or united under the same cause, that black and whites could totally get along. That they didn't need to be segregated. They didn't need to be separated one from another. And he totally changed, and later was tragically assassinated. But the lesson we can learn from Malcolm X is two things. One, you can change. No matter how you grew up, no matter how you were raised, no matter what you went through, no matter what you've done, there's always a second chance. And then the second lesson we can learn from Malcolm X is, even after you've already changed, and you've spent years extolling a belief or extolling what you think is true, when you find another truth, then you go with that. And Ralph Waldo Emerson said it best when he said, speak today what holds true today, and speak tomorrow what holds true tomorrow, even though it may totally contradict what holds true today. In other words, don't hang on to thoughts, beliefs, opinions just because you've had them before. Only hold on to that which you feel is true. And there's my little Black History Month lecture on Malcolm X. Hope you guys have a great day, and we will see you on Monday.